Coop, and this is the Wood by Coop. It's Media Monday, and I'm so excited. I didn't see y'all last week because it was my birthday. The last time y'all saw me, I was 21. Now I'm 22. But that's all besides the point. I'm just really excited because I got some decent stuff for y'all. I was really researching, especially with me missing last week. I had like double the information that I could use. But some stuff I just really don't care about, and I really don't think it's necessary to even give it any attention because it's already got too much coverage all over social media. So some stuff I just be like, no, I'm not going to talk about that. But the stuff that I did think I wanted to talk about, the stuff that was okay, I think it's pretty good. So I'm excited this week. So let's just jump right into it. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This movie was epic. Groot was easily one of the best things about this movie, but also not even close to the best thing about the movie. Like, this movie was so good, and I was watching some of like other people's reviews, reading some other people's articles, and people were saying like it wasn't as funny. They tried too hard to be funny. Like, they was jumping around too much. The scenes weren't put together well. They focused too much on the main character's storyline. Like, what? Thank God I watched all of this crap afterwards, so I didn't go in there with like, you know, expecting it to be crap already. That's why I don't like trailers, because you already go in there expecting it to be like this, and then it, you know, because the trailers, they be giving out too much. It don't. First of all, the trailers and all of the reviews. What is that? First of all, the trailers and all of the reviews, don't stop listening to them. Stop watching them. If you haven't seen it, just go see the freaking movie. It is hands down good. I don't want to give out no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all, because you need to just see this with a clear head. You need to just be prepared for the greatness that's about to be on the screen. All I'm going to say is the graphics was dope. Groot was dope. Drax was dope. Star-Lord was dope. Everything was dope. That's all I'm going to say. Be prepared. Be prepared for those graphics, y'all. Like, for real, because the whole time I was just like, this is really good. Like, this is so good. Like, it had me saying that the whole movie. I'm in love with the movie. Like, I don't want to wait forever to see the next one, but it was really good. And I'm definitely gonna be doing Spider-Man and Thor and Wonder Woman, and I'm seeing all that shit. Like, don't worry about it. Y'all gonna hear more about this. Anyways, moving on to more film and television related news. Orange is the New Black, the 5th season was leaked last week, I think. Last week by a hacker or some hackers. We don't know if it's a group or one person yet. Who called themselves the Dark Overlord. They appeared last summer, and they were just hacking, like, you know, bigger corporations and health care hacks and stuff like that. But Netflix, as well as the Larson Studios, they think it's their first entertainment hack. So they went to Larson Studios, demanding like 30 or 45 bitcoins, which in tangible money is like $45,000. The Larson Studios did not pay out, so they leaked one episode of the 5th season of Orange is the New Black. Then they went to Netflix with the same demands. Netflix did not pay out, so they leaked the 2nd to the 10th episode of Orange is the New Black. Now, fans were hyped. Like, everybody wanted to see this. Like, everybody was like, oh, you know, we want the link so we can go see it. But my thing is, now the scheduled premiere date for the actual show is June 9th. Like, for the season 5 to drop on Netflix, it's June 9th. Why tease yourself with only 10 of the episodes and then wait till June to only be able to watch 3? That's dumb. That's stupid. Like, and then what if they stop you from watching it before you finish out? Like, I don't know. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to wait till June 9th like a good fan. But back to this hacking group, hacking person, whoever. They have a Twitter account, which is the only way that people know how to, like, you know who they are, because nobody, like I said, they don't know if it's one person or a lot of people, or a boy or girl, like, you know, nobody knows. And they just know that they came last summer doing the same thing to other businesses and corporations and stuff like that, demanding a certain amount of money. And if you didn't give them the money, they would leak some of your data, some of your information to the dark web. If you do go on their Twitter account, it's said that like they say that some of these corporations did pay out some of the money. We don't know specifically like who did or who didn't, but they say that some did. I didn't look at the account because it's all just a little bit too weird for me. It's all a little too weird, like somebody hacking people for no reason. But it's America. This is the world that we live in. I don't know why I'm always surprised at the low levels that humanity will fucking go to, but that is America. That is this world. That is Earth. So I have to just remind myself that when I get surprised. But yes, and like I said, the show is supposed to debut on Netflix June 9th, so everybody stay tuned. I'm gonna be watching it. It's 13 episodes in total. So after I watch all 13 episodes, which will probably be June 10th, I will be doing a review on that whole season because I became a fan of Orange is the New Black last year. I binge watched season 1 through 4, like all of it. So moving on. Kendall Jenner, who was just recently in the news, who been in the news like all of 2017, her Pepsi commercial and her part in the Fry Festival that happened on that like abandoned trash island. If you don't know, I'll leave the link in the description about it. But yeah, and now this Vogue India cover that she did for their 10th anniversary, people are on her like white on rice. No pun intended. But she... Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Pepsi thing because I didn't really know too much about the Pepsi thing until recently. She did a commercial for Pepsi. She was... I'm only going to tell like what you see obviously, and then I'll go back and like say what everybody else started seeing when they start criticizing the commercial. You just see her, she having this photo shoot. There's some people outside protesting, kind of protest, like they look too happy to be protesting, but they like waving her to come outside and, you know, be a part of the protest. So she goes outside and she has this can of Pepsi. She picks up this can of Pepsi. She walks up to the long line of police officers and hands them the Pepsi, and then everybody just breaks out cheering and like happy, and the problems are all gone, and you know, ooh, Kendall Jenner saved the world. Now, the little stuff that people started to like pick apart, this is all the stuff that you had to watch maybe a second time to see it, because I didn't see it the first time. I'm naive sometimes. I like to think that everything is innocent. So I didn't see it till like I saw it like 2 or 3 or 4 times. But yeah, she snatches her wig off before she walks out, and she throws it to this black girl, and she walk out all nonchalantly. And people were also saying that, you know, that was like a big part of racism. Now, the problem that I had with the commercial is, if anybody, I've been to a few protests, if anybody has been to a protest or a rally of any sort for any cause, you know that that shit is not all laughs and smiles and peaches and cream, because most of the people there are pissed, and you're trying to raise awareness to people that's not listening to you. So when I saw it, I was like, that's weird. What protest is this? What are they protesting against? Because they too happy. Look like a gay pride parade. They too happy. And then, why is Kendall Jenner the savior? Why is Pepsi the savior? The problems of the world cannot be cured by neither of those two things. But recently, she was on the cover of Vogue's India edition for their 10th anniversary, and people were pissed that it wasn't an Indian woman. Seeing that it's their 10th anniversary, you know, it's a different way that you could celebrate this. And I understood that. But I also felt like, leave the girl alone. She's just living her life. She's just trying to flourish in her career. You know, y'all steady picking on her. But I do obviously see the issue. Being a black person, I know what racism looked like. Like, you know, you live through that shit every day. So I could easily see how Indian women, or just people period, could see how that's another version of whitewashing. But innocent, naive me wants to believe that it wasn't as bad as it looked. And it wasn't, guys. It really, really wasn't. I did some research, and Vogue, they did a response to all the backlash, and they said that 90% of their covers have been Indian women. Kendall Jenner is only one of 11 others. She's the 12th. She's only one of 11 other international celebrities that have been featured on their magazines in the last 10 years. They want to be able to show diversity. And not only were these pictures featured on the cover, but they helped one of their charities. They benefited a charity there. So, you know, it wasn't all bad. It really, really wasn't all bad. She probably just took the job, you know, she probably felt like she was honoring them. Now, like I said, I can see how it's bad, but maybe we should try a little bit harder to look past that and see how it can be good. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't want to raise no racial war on this channel, but that's really just my opinion. I try to find a good in everything because, of course, if you don't go deeper, if you don't research, if you don't, you know, open your mind, then everything gonna look like bad, everything gonna look shitty, everything gonna look like it's against the world. But it's really not like that. And on that note, that's really all I got. I do want to comment on these prom 2017 pictures that all y'all hoes keep posting. Y'all is beautiful, y'all is bad. These dresses is the bomb.com, but y'all, it's prom. It's prom. Y'all like y'all getting married. Y'all look like y'all the first lady. Like, it's too real. It's too real. Y'all setting the standard too high for people who cannot afford that shit. These cars, these custom ass dresses, these hairstyles, this makeup. There's people out here who can't afford that shit. So, you know, just relax. Slay, but don't kill them. And that's all I'm gonna say. And on that note, see you for early Wednesday, guys.